Thanks for joining me today at Realm of Day. My name is Day, and if you want to see how I made this delicious surf and turf, keep watching. Let's start off with our seasonings. Gotta have the Parmesan. Make sure you have some unsalted butter. We're gonna do the Mrs. Dash, and actually this one is my favorite one, the garlic and herb. I put that on everything, and we're gonna use the table blend, some complete szechuan. My mother loves this stuff. She puts it on everything, so let's try it. And make sure you use the classic olive oil. Going to use some tenders for the seafood. Going to use the garlic and herb and Buttery steakhouse. I love this, and I want to compare the tenders with the Mrs. Dash garlic herb. So yeah, love it. Have to use the onion powder and garlic powder. Going to prepare the steaks with the McCormick. I love this. It tastes so good. Gotta have that. And for the other steak, I'm going to prepare it with the regular seasoning. For my shrimp, I'm going to give it some Jamaican vibes with the Chesapeake Bay and top it off with some dill weed. Here's the meat we need for our surf and turfs. 2 ribeyes premium, and we are going to make sure they are washed off and patted dry on both sides. Need our vegetable medley. We're going to steam that up really good. We got the heavy whipping cream for the lobster cream sauce. That's why we need the Parmesan cheese here. So good. Make sure you have some peeled and deveined shrimp, and we need 2 lobsters. For the shrimp, make sure they are washed off and patted really dry. After preparing the shrimp, let's go ahead and prepare the lobster here. We're going to cut them and butterfly them. This is how they look. I think it came out really good. So yeah, the knife. Let's go ahead and start seasoning up our steaks. I'm gonna use all of these here, especially this. I love this. It's really good on steak and chicken, and you should try it out too. Let me know what you think. Enough talking. Let's go ahead and season up the steak. Make sure you do both sides really good. And just a reminder, I'm seasoning these 2 different from each other. This is the only difference. Don't forget to season both sides of your steak very well. I like extra heavy seasoning because this is going to make the sauce. I highly recommend only using unsalted butter. I love this. So add the butter to the pan, and we are going to give that a swishy swish. And make sure you put a little olive oil, just a tad. You don't need a lot, I promise. Once you start to see the butter sizzling, put those steaks in, and we're gonna coat each side with that butter and olive oil. So just flip it over. Oh, that looks so good already. We're gonna let it cook on both sides, and it's gonna turn into a nice gravy.
Nice and golden on the bottom. Let's flip it. I like my steak like that. Very golden. For the top, we're gonna take the top off, and we're gonna make a steak and gravy. That was good. Moving on to the shrimp. Let's get that butter in the pan and that pan on. Just a tad bit. You don't need a lot. I like more butter than oil anyway, so.
Now let's start putting the shrimp we have in that butter. After we put the shrimp in, let's go ahead and season them up. We're going for the Jamaican vibe on this seasoning right here. And this is going to be some banging shrimp. Make sure you get those shrimp seasoned really good. Cut off the heat and toss them in the sauce. I love to hear the sizzle, baby.
This is how it turned out for a good little Jamaican look.
Enough talking. Let's go ahead and season this lobster. let's put those lobsters face down and we're going to cover them with the top and steam them up. And next, let's make the butter sauce. My favorite part. You can slap this butter sauce on anything. The vegetables, the shrimp, the lobster. Let's just get it started, baby, because I'm excited about this part. While we're giving this sauce a little swisheroo, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment below. That'll help me out a lot. Keep watching. So right now we're going to flip the lobster. We are going to take those lobsters out, and in the same pan we're going to make our lobster cream sauce with the heavy whipping cream, pepper, salt, and make sure you use the finely shredded Parmesan. You have to have this one, no other kind. This one is going to do good for you. We're then going to finish it off with a little lemon juice as well. We're gonna add some cheese until it thickens. Now I just pour it in there like this and give it a toss. But this is what makes the sauce. The Parmesan. This is how it turned out. We're gonna put a little bit of lemon juice in it. If you want a certain consistency, you can add water and stir it up. So moving on, let's add some fresh water to this pot. We're going to steam our veggies. I have to put that lemon juice in there to keep the color pretty, and this is my favorite tool to use when steaming veggies. Let's just pop it in like this. We are going to pour our veggies in. It's gonna look like this, but let's put it on for about 10 more minutes and it should come out looking perfect. This looks incredible. And this is totally soft. I love it. It's gonna melt in your mouth. Let's get all of this plated and you'll see the results. By the way, subscribe to my channel. It'll help me out a lot. This is how the outcome came. I put that butter sauce on everything. Let's add the cream sauce. This stuff is darn good, people. Make sure you make this at home.